We got DrummerN solve analysis. We got 6x6, 348 average. Best thing, first two centers I get. Oh no, it's fine. The speed of my centers, I thought that my centers were pretty good. Going from centers 3-4 and going from centers to 3-4. Keeping for a year, 7 to 14 hours. So 348 is pretty solid for a year, and not like the most practice, like 1 to 2 hours a day. Not bad. Want to be in the top 100 to 200 and 6x6, and he wants to get that in 3 years or less. Is that within 3 more years or 3 years total? So 2 years. Let's just look at top 100. Top 100 for 6x6 average is 157. So we're looking at sub 2 for sure. So we're looking at some pretty legit stuff. Pretty legit stuff. So we're gonna assume that DrummerN is gonna be putting in those efforts. If you wanna, just a pro tip, you're gonna need to practice a little more in 7 to 14 hours a week if you wanna get to sub 2 in less than 3 years. That's just gonna be a thing that has to happen. Okay, big thing right here. So this is just like common. It's like right here, you're on your first center, and so since you're on your first center, I'm assuming that you don't know, like you're not saving anything, like what's going on. If you're on your first center, you don't need to do this insert like this. You can just put the bar in because everything else is free. You don't need to like do the L, U2, L prime. Just do the L onto the open spot. Right here again, this is just a big general thing. And one of the biggest ideas when you're doing big cubes is abusing your free space, essentially. So, too far. 1 sec, let's get there. So right here, so you have the spot and you have these 2 yellow pieces and this yellow piece right here. And you have nothing on this far right side. So this means this far right piece right here, this far right bar is free in the sense that you can do anything to it and it doesn't matter. So, don't do those U moves. Make sure you know what you're doing first. When you do that slice, you did a slice there. There's no need to slice. You could just move the entire right side because of that free space. So that was weird. Okay, that was okay. A little bit of uncertainty about color scheme. It's not too big of a deal. Right here, there's like, what you want to do in general when you're building your outer bars is you want to pair up your middles first. And you can do that without slicing here. You already have this like 2x1 right there that you can match with this 2x1. Like doing a slice, even if you were going to do that, doing that slice is bad because you could move this corner over to here. If you move this corner to here, you get the same result, but you don't do slices. So, but you also just wanted to do, you should do your middle, pair your middles up first. What the fuck was that? I don't like doing M slices like that. I wouldn't recommend doing M's like that. Just like do the LR move. Again, you put the corner in before you attach the corner and then you do a slice. Just do corners. Like in this case, it didn't make a difference, but just do corners second. that wasn't right. What the hell? This is weird. Is this do you always do, you should definitely just, so you do your left 2 bars first, and then you should do your outer bar. Then you should do your next middle bar, not your outer bar. That's important. So right here, yeah, just make your middle bar next and then do your outer bar last. Cause yeah, always do outer bar last, because you don't want to do your middle bar. That leads to more comms. It leads to usually 2 comms instead of 1. Alright, nice. Nice use of U wides. I like that. I'm assuming you look either ambidextrous or lefty. Looks kind of lefty. I don't know. This is fine. Good finger tricks. Okay. This type of look is really bad. Like doing this look right here, that look with the cube like this is weird. Like you need to be able to, if you want to look at the back corners, you can look at them like this. Like you can, like the goal is to, what are you looking at? Like these pieces? Like, I'm not sure what you're looking at. Like, if you want to look at the back edge right here, you can just go like this. If you want to look at these pieces, I just recommend doing a full rotation like that. Because the thing is, the whole methodology is that, like, if you want to look at the back corners, you can go like this. And then if the piece is down here, you would just rotate, because you know, you can be sure that it's not here because you would have seen it already. Then you just rotate because you got to rotate anyways. It's kind of the idea. Okay, like sometimes you're doing the U wide prime things. Sometimes you're not. I'd recommend just like getting used to doing them more. Right here. So this is, you did like 2 flips, but you could have just, like this piece was already in the right spot, so you should just insert that piece first. But not, like that's probably just a mistake. You probably realize that. What the? I think you just didn't realize you were on last 4. That's fine. Just make sure you know when you're on last 4. Not a big deal. Okay. Slice up slice. Slice up slice at this point is totally reasonable. You don't really need. I wouldn't need, like, you at 350. You definitely don't need to even bother thinking about cycles. If you want to, you totally can, but it's totally optional at this point. When you get under 3 is kind of when I'd start saying, like, all right, you should start thinking about working some cycles in your last 4. It's just like basic ones, and then like slowly build up from there as kind of a smooth transition. But you're totally fine on slice up slice right now. I like the. I think it's totally fine to do parody like that because Max does it like that and he does it well. A little fumble on the execution, but it's fine. You'll iron that out eventually. So I think it's reasonable. Where does it start? Alright, decent start. Blue is fine start. So no, right here, you bring these 2 bars up to match here while there were no blue pieces under your thumb, which was ideal because you don't want any extra blue pieces that aren't in bars. So there's no reason to bring that up because now you have to bring it back out. So that was kind of weird. Definitely leave. Like the goal is, if you have 2 bars done, you want the other 2 bars to be non-blue pieces. Again, you inserted that as if it was your second center, but you could have just done a U2R instead of RU2 R prime. Kind of the same thing from before. Make sure that's the same thing as that. You just gotta use your free space. All right. Oh, okay. I like this. I like the inside out, the 2x1s. That's definitely solid. In this particular case, so the thing you could do with inside out. So see right here. So it's the same thing as it's basically you're like building a 5x5 center now. So let's see. So you're in you're basically in this position right here, right? And you have another 2x1. So if you just have a 2x1, you could do this, which is what you did, and you made a bar. But since you have a 3x1, which is represented by this, and your 6x6, you can make a 3x3. If you just did this insert here, you'd have a 3x3, and then you can make another 3x1 to finish the 3x3 to finish a 4x3 block. So it's just like using the extra pieces you have. You can do either one, but since you already had the corner there, you should build a 3x3. R.I.P. Shadow. Again, like that M move, I don't like. Just do LR. It's like more smooth. Oops. That was a weird red center. Something was up with that. Because red center took a long time for some reason. Okay, is that piece? Oh, you didn't get yellow. Is yellow first? Alright, yellow's first, okay. Yellow first, okay. Okay, so quick note right here again about using free space. You have this 3x1 on... Oh, shoot, whoops. Okay, well, I didn't actually talk about anything until just now anyway. So, let me... Wait. You have this case right here. You need to finish the orange center, and you have this piece right here. So what you did here is you moved this up and then did that. But what you can do is you have this center is free because you can do whatever you want to it. Now you're here, and then do this. Move this corner to the right spot on this face, which is only one move, and it will save you like 2 moves. Boom. Okay, now red, which was weird. Okay, red bar 1. This is kind of a weird center. That wasn't that weird, I guess. Two by 4, yeah. No, wait, what the oh, shit? No, you got a 2x4. Oh, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Nice, nice. Okay, a little bit of some like panic moves there. You're doing some U and U primes when you're looking for pieces, which you kind of want to, you don't want to do that. You just want to look for the pieces without doing moves. But it's overall, it's not too bad. I think it's fine. But you should think about like reducing that completely. I think edge selection seems to be fine. I haven't seen you pick an edge that's only one piece. Every time you pick a piece, it seems to be more than one piece, which is good. I like that. Edge selection to not bad. Obviously, some recognition troubles, but also when you're at 4 minutes, I would recommend putting all 4 edges on U or D face, and then your next 4 edges will then you don't have to do any Z2 rotations. Makes recognition a lot easier. Kind of like training wheels. Get you more comfortable with fast recognition and whatnot. I definitely recommend doing that. You don't really need to drop it until you're at like 230, like what I was telling Plox. Alright, slice up slice, not bad, all fine. Really building your cross on you like that, you gotta be a little more comfortable with D moves, even for big cubes. It's a little annoying, but build your cross on D, you gotta do that. Good. Partial edge control. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but good stuff there. Good parity, Cal. Not bad. Oh, and those D moves. You are good with D moves. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'd recommend doing D moves on everything. All right. Overall, this is pretty solid stuff. I like the TBS is a little fast. I'd recommend trying to be a little more smooth on your solving here. I think TBS is kind of quick, but it's not like you're not doing any panic moves. But I think it might be a good habit. It might improve some of your look ahead and recognition if you had a little bit slower TBS. But like you're turning faster than like Plox was in his video, which is kind of like a hint on it being a little quick. Alright, good. I see both the outers is totally fine. I like the flexibility. Alright, good. Pull that center out. I like that. Good stuff there. That wasn't the greatest. Again, you put the corner in first, and then you put in these 2 pieces. You did the corner first, and then you made these 2 together, which required a slice. If you're going for your outer bars, just in general, always attach the middles first and then the outers as a general rule, because there's always. I mean, if there's an option, essentially, because, yeah, okay, good, because, less slices. Alright, pull that piece out, nice, nice, nice. You didn't have to slice there. Again, free space usage, there was no red pieces next to the bar, so you wouldn't have added any bad pieces, so you didn't need to do that slice there. You could have just done that R3. Yeah, again, like, looking around to find your color scheme is a pretty big crutch in general. Like, Plox was doing it in his video as well. Really recommend that, because, yeah, you can look around and kind of figure it out, but just force yourself to figure out your color scheme from any angle, no matter what happens when you finish your third center, because it's just, eventually you're going to get good at it, and it'll be fine. It might be a little slower right now, but, relying on that crutch is really going to hurt you in the long run. That slice was good. You needed that slice, so you saved some pieces like that. That was fine as well, because that was going to have to get sliced out. I don't like that as much. Oh, oops. That was just a mistake. Whatever. I mean, mistakes happen. Ooh, yikes. Big mistake. That's unfortunate. You're in this. Wow, what is going on here? Okay, but. I'm confused what the point of this was. Oh, I see. So, when you're building your second bar here, you have like your centers aren't matched up on top, so you see these and you're like, okay, gotta match up the centers. But the thing is, you already have 2 centers matched up under your thumb right here, so you can just use these 2 centers and finish this bar. This is a medium advanced trick, but I'll show you too on 7x7. So it's kind of the same thing, like. So you want to finish this one right here, right? So you bring it up, and then now you're locked into place, and then you got to finish this bar. You can do it like that. You can do it like that. You just got to finish the bar, and then you can bring it back down. And that's how you kind of use that stuff. Yeah, that was just a lot of moves. Okay, so in this one you did. So in the other 2 you did the right order for. Oh, one sec. Oops. That one you did the right order for centers there, so that was better. But yeah, okay, cool. A lot of rotations, like doing a wide D and then rotating. You should just do a wide U instead. It's the same thing but without a rotation, and it's faster. It's easier with the U's. Sometimes you just do like a U5 or a U4, and those are uncomfortable, but you can get used to them. I promise. Yo, Iron Man Mark. What's up? Thanks for the bits. Okay, good. I like the pauses. You're not doing extra moves. I already mentioned this, but yeah. Also, that rotation right there is weird. Like, if you're gonna rotate, just do a pure. You should always do pure Z2s. Like, you really, when you're doing free slides, you always want to keep your left thumb in the same place, like almost constantly. Like, you don't even want to do Ys that much. Like, if you're gonna do Z2, do it like that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. See, like, this is like, you're kind of doing a one sec. I keep forgetting. Yeah, those looks right there are also like weird. Like you really want to keep your cube in the home position with your left thumb on the center when even when you're looking around for pieces. I know it's kind of like right like this. You're like kind of, oh my god, like you're halfway through rotation. Just like if you're gonna rotate, do it. And don't like half-ass like rotations and whatnot. Kind of important. Oh, I'm all about those cycles, baby! Yeah! There we go. Last 2 edge case. Okay, good. You know your last 2 edge case is important. Good there. If you're really serious about 6x6, you should learn some big cube OLLs, because that one's not ideal. So that H prime is sketch, but... Alright. So overall pretty solid. I mentioned most of the specific things, but essentially I recommend turning a little slower. Not on like the overall, like just like some of the like flips and the center movements are just really choppy, which means you're probably not looking ahead during those movements based on your speed currently. So I recommend kind of like maybe just a little bit slower, just to have more fluidity, and you can look ahead during your solving. Other than that, pretty solid stuff. I mentioned most of it. What else? Edges, rotations on edges, centers, kind of some of the center stuff. 3x3. I already kind of went over everything in the video. Like I don't know. Like I always like say these summaries, but like you just watch the whole video. You know what I was talking about. Overall, yeah. I mean, 2 pretty solid 6x6 analysis. Actually, like nothing crazy bad going on. Just like definitely some solid stuff. I kind of mentioned like the big talking points, and yeah.